Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be kicking off our new series, which is going to be called Business from A to Z. So in the series we're going to be covering 26 different businesses throughout 26 different videos. And today I chose Apple for the letter A, and tomorrow we're going to choose a different one for the letter B, a different business for the letter B. So as I said, today I chose the Apple for letter A. So Apple, just to give you guys a little information on Apple, is Apple Inc. has become one of the world's top corporation generating billions of dollars per year. Apple had three co-founders. These men were Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. So the third co-founder actually left the business 12 days after the business was founded. He left because he did not want to work in the business anymore, and he resigned. People, estimators that are saying, using the amount of revenue and profit Apple has made throughout the years, if he still stayed in Apple as a founder, he would have made about $60 billion. Um, So to give a little information about how old these founders were when they first founded the business was Steve Wozniak was about 25 years old, Steve Jobs was 21 years old, and Ronald Wayne was 41 years old. So Ronald Wayne was actually the oldest out of the three, and Steve Jobs was the youngest mind in all the three. So now location and year. So when Apple was founded and where Apple was founded. So Apple was actually founded in California, and it was founded on April 1st, 1976. Apple was actually founded in the garage of Steve Jobs' house. As you can see in the picture, it was founded in the garage. Now the CEO. There's two big CEOs we're going to be covering today. One is going to be Steve Jobs, and the other one is going to be Tim Cook. So Steve Jobs was a very famous CEO. Most people will know Steve Jobs because of his principle to have his products that he makes user-friendly, and the product should speak for itself. So that's why him and Apple are really known throughout the worldwide. So Tim Cook is actually the current CEO. That's why we included him, because he's the current CEO. So to give a little bit of information on Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs was actually one of the three people to found the company Apple. But an interesting part is Steve Jobs actually got fired from the company and then was rehired in 1980 and eventually made his way to the CEO position. So he was the CEO from 1980 to 2011. Steve Jobs actually didn't graduate. He dropped out of the Oregon Reed College because to pursue his dream and to pursue his company named Apple. So he dropped out of Oregon Reed College and he made the company Apple. Now on the other hand, Tim Cook, which is our current CEO, took place of the CEO after Steve Jobs had resigned from his spot. He resigned because he had pancreatic cancer, and then 3 months later he had passed away due to his pancreatic cancer. So as I said, Tim Cook took his place in 2011, and he's still the CEO up to this day. Tim Cook was actually graduated from Ross Trevor College and Auburn University. So he switched between colleges, and then he went to a school of business and graduated there, and then he was hired into Apple and made his way to the CEO place in the company. So how big? So how big is Apple? So Apple is a huge company. Apple has about 137,000 employees over 25 different countries. In the 25 different countries, Apple sells about 27 different types of products. In these 27 different types of products, there's over 214 different variations of the products. So whether it's the color or the different models of the product of the 27 different types of products. So now the revenue. So Apple on an average yearly basis makes $260 billion in revenue. Um, the highest amount of money that Apple has made in a year was marked for $265 billion in that revenue for that year, which was actually 2018, which was 2 years ago. So that was actually pretty recently when they made their highest revenue. So obviously, you guys might think that 260 billion is a lot, but to pay 137,000 employees and to own shops and headquarters throughout 25 countries and to make 27 products, they need this much money to run their business. That's why Apple is such a huge business, and a lot of people will know the company Apple. So now the fun facts about Apple. So the first fun fact I have on Apple is going to be Apple was the first to make a digital color camera. So they were the first to make a camera that can actually capture color. The second one is actually going to be the name iPod was actually inspired from a movie. This movie is actually named The Space Odyssey. Steve Jobs was inspired by this movie to make the name called iPod in 2001 when the iPod was released. Apple, the third one is going to be Apple is the largest publicly traded company in the United States. So this is why that the CEO Steve Jobs and Apple, most everyone knows in the US because they're so publicly known and publicly traded in the United States. So that's why they're so known throughout. That's why they're so popular worldwide. Even worldwide, they're really popular. The fourth and final one is going to be Apple's cash on hand was 155 billion. So in the 2017-2018 year, Apple's cash on hand was around $155 billion. That $155 billion in 2017-2018 year could give about everyone in the United States $490. So about $500. It could give $155 billion. That's a crazy amount of money. It could give so much money throughout the entire U.S. So that's all I have for today on Apple. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about a different company, which is B for the company. So that's gonna be a mystery for you guys. So stay tuned for tomorrow, which is gonna be coming out the letter B. So watch for that one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.